Welcome into ESPN Headlines. I'm Cassidy Hubbard. We have a headline out of the NBA for you. Free agent Lamar Odam returned to Twitter Tuesday night for the first time since he was charged with a DUI last month. Odam tweeted that he is going through a, quote, dark time and that, quote, the only person to blame is myself. Odam also addressed comments made from his estranged father, who blames the Kardashians for his son's problems. Odam tweeted that the family of his wife Khloe deserves credit for being, quote, the only ones that have been here consistently for me during this dark time. And with that, we bring in ESPN NBA insider Chris Broussard. And Chris, it's not confirmed exactly what's been going on with Lamar Odam this offseason, but as he admits, he's going through a dark time. What are the chances that he plays in the NBA this season?
Well, I think right now the chances would be slim that he starts the season with a team. I think the chances of him playing in the league this season are better as we get near the playoffs. As a team figures they can bring in a veteran presence, a guy who's still got some talent, and a guy who's always been good with his teammates and developing relationships and really just adding to the chemistry in the locker room. So I think if he can get himself together, because as you said, there's all types of rumors about what's going on, but clearly he's not in a good place right now. So if he can get himself in a good place mentally and emotionally over the next couple of months, I think the chances of him joining the team for the playoff run and late in the season could be okay. There are a lot of people in this league that care about Lamar Odam. So a lot of people could look at this as, hey, he's better off when he's with a team, when he's in that locker room environment, when he has that camaraderie. So some people could look to try to help him, but they're going to be teams with strong locker rooms. And let's face it, he's been at his best recently only when he's been in Los Angeles. He's even been able to cope when he's been in Los Angeles. So you would look at the Clippers as a possibility. They did look at him at one point, but other teams are going to be hesitant just because he hasn't really been able to be at his best, not only on the court, but off the court when he hasn't been in L.A.
Yeah, we've seen a decline in his production on the court since his last year with the Lakers, where he was named Sixth Man of the Year. What has been the biggest issue for him on the court the last couple of years?
Well, I think there's been a few things. One, he just hasn't been into it mentally and emotionally, and that obviously can affect your play. We know that when he left the Lakers, was traded to Dallas, that it just destroyed him psychologically, and he's never really recovered from that. And then his lack of excitement and enthusiasm about playing elsewhere has hurt him physically in terms of his conditioning. He hasn't been in the best of shape, and he just hasn't been able to be as productive as he was years ago because he hasn't had the conditioning, hasn't been in great shape, and really hasn't, exhibited the same skill level, probably because he's not quite working like he used to when he was more excited and enthusiastic about the game in L.A.
Yeah, we've seen definitely some changes. The last 2 years were the only 2 years of his career that he didn't score more than 10 points a game. With about a month to go before the season, we'll see if anyone decides to take a chance on the 33-year-old. For Chris Broussard, I'm Cassidy Hubbard, and this has been your ESPN Headline.